Today, our journey takes us to Venice, to a city built on water, where movement replaces streets and history flows instead of standing still. Before the Grand Canal reveals its palaces and familiar curves, it invites us to slow down and understand how commerce, power, and daily life once traveled along this single, winding route. The Grand Canal is the main artery of Venice, cutting through the city in a broad S-shape and connecting many of its most significant districts. In a place without roads or cars, this waterway functions as both street and square, a space of transportation, ceremony, and everyday routine led together. Venice emerged from the lagoon as a response to instability on the mainland. Early settlers built on wooden piles driven deep into the mud, creating foundations that could withstand shifting water rather than resist it. Over time, Venice grew into a maritime republic whose wealth flowed directly through its canals. The Grand Canal became the city's central stage. Along its banks rise palaces built by merchant families who shaped Venice's power between the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. These buildings face the water by design. Facades were not meant for gardens or streets, but for visibility from boats. Trade goods, visitors, and political messages all arrived by canal, turning the water into a display of influence and identity. Architectural styles line the Grand Canal without uniformity. Gothic arches, Renaissance symmetry, and Baroque exes stand side by side, reflecting centuries of gradual change. Unlike cities rebuilt through centralized planning, Venice led itself slowly, adapting to shifting fortunes while remaining structurally familiar. Reaching Venice today is simple, but entering it still feels ceremonial. Trains arrive directly at Santa Lucia station, opening onto water rather than pavement. From here, movement continues by boat. Vaporetta routes follow the Grand Canal, offering a perspective once reserved for traders and diplomats. Italy is part of the Schengen area, and travelers from countries requiring a Schengen visa, including visitors from Turkey, must obtain a short-stay visa before arrival. As boats move along the canal, daily life unfolds at water level. Deliveries arrive by boat. Residents step onto small docks instead of sidewalks. Palaces conceal inner courtyards behind imposing facades, while public buildings announce authority through scale. The canal remains both practical and symbolic. The Grand Canal changes character throughout the day. Early mornings feel restrained, with fewer boats and softened sound. Midday brings movement and repetition, while evenings slow the pace again, as light reflects across the water and stone. Seasonal changes alter the experience further. High water periods remind visitors that Venice is inseparable from its environment. Unlike a single monument, the Grand Canal cannot be captured in one view. Its meaning emerges through passage, from bridge to bridge, from curve to curve. Every journey reveals a slightly different alignment of buildings, reflections, and movement. Despite pressures from tourism and environmental change, the Grand Canal continues to function as it always has, not as a backdrop, but as an essential structure supporting daily life. It is not frozen in time. It remains active. The Grand Canal does not ask to be admired from one point. It asks to be followed. Here, history moves alongside the present, carried by water rather than stored in walls. Venice reveals itself not through stillness, but through flow. On global trails, we don't just explore places on the map, we explore the stories, the landscapes, and the atmosphere that give each destination its meaning. Join us as we continue discovering the world, one trail at a time. Global Trails, discovering the world, one trail at a time.